A small fire breaks out in Cedar Hall. A professor wins a prestigious sportscasting award, and Relay for Life has its annual kickoff. Stay tuned for all this and more on Hawk TV News. Hello and welcome to another edition of Hawk TV News. I'm Matt Cox.
And I'm Andrew Byrne. On Wednesday, February 26th, around 8 o'clock, Cedar Hall was evacuated after a small fire started in one of the student rooms. There was only one minor injury, but the student refused medical attention. The West Long Branch Fire Department and First Aid, Oakhurst Fire Department, and Monmouth University Police responded to the fire. Cedar Hall was able to reopen around 9:30 that evening. Currently, there are no specific details on what caused the fire.
The Outlook student newspaper celebrated its 80th anniversary during its first ever alumni event on Saturday, February 22nd. Alumni from 1965 to just last year tended to reunite. Alumni met with previous members while also meeting the current Outlook staff, professors, students. Outlook advisor John Morano and event coordinator Sandy Brown also attended. The event was held in the IS Lounge of the Multipurpose Activity Center, and alumni were invited to attend the basketball game against St. Peter's after the socializing. Morano went on to say hopes that she sees the second Outlook reunion will be held for the 100th anniversary, in 20 years.
On February 19th, Relay for Life had its annual kickoff. Marissa Cornford was there.
Hi, I'm outside Wilson Auditorium for the event that'll kick off Relay for Life. Let's go see how it's going.
We have a really great committee of committed people who are all here for the same cause. We've all been affected by cancer in some way, and we want to end it. So being together, we can do this, and we feel empowered by it.
Well, every year, I'm a captain this year. This is my third year being captain, my 7th year for Relay. Every year, I walk for somebody specifically that I know of personally on top of everybody else who has cancer. And this year, my best friend's mom actually has it. She has ovarian, but she's going strong, and she's determined, and she's fighting for it. So myself and my best friend and her sisters are all walking for her this year. So that's why I'm here this year.
I actually am with the American Cancer Society, so I'm partake in 5 other events, so it's really just it's a way to feel good at the end of the day. Something that you're doing, you feel accomplished, and you're not just doing another job, and it's actually part of what you do, and it becomes who you are, and it really just want to kind of spread the word to help fight the battle and end cancer. There's a lot of volunteer work you can do. There's a lot of fundraising that you can do. It's not all about just the Relay Day. Obviously, that's where it kind of culminates to a celebration, if you will, where we all come together. But it's a year-round thing to work on. It's not just something that we do every day.
You can come to our meetings at 2:30 on Wednesdays in Bay Hall 132, or just come to the event itself and just look out for us on Twitter. We're at Relay Monmouth U, and email us at our Gmail account at relaymonmouthu@gmail.com.
What a perfect way to kick off a great event for an amazing charity. Make sure you support Relay for Life. I'm Marissa Cornford reporting for Hawk TV News.
Thanks, Marissa. University professor Matt Harmon has been named National Sportscaster and Sports Writers Association New Jersey Sportscaster of the Year. Harmon works as the university's football play-by-play announcer and basketball color announcer. He also works as an announcer on the Shore Sports Network, along with being a full-time professor in the communication department. The NSSA is a nonprofit organization started in 1959 and is the only group that gives awards for excellence in sportscasting and writing. This is the 4th year that Harmon has won the award for New Jersey.
WMCX held its annual 12-hour music fest here on campus on February 28th. Alex Apollonia has a story.
It's a very exciting day here at WMCX radio station, where they're hosting their anti-Valentine's Day 12-hour live music fest. Monmouth University students and alumni came to kick this event off on the right note.
The theme makes it different. I don't know because I didn't do the 12 hours in the past. It was other music directors before me, but I know that they haven't themed it before. I know it used to be 24-hour music fest, and then they ended up changing that because no one wanted to interview bands at 3 in the morning, and then it ended up getting pushed on Dr. Ferguson, so we changed it to 12, and then this is the first year we had a theme for it, so I would say that's the only thing that's really different.
12-hour show is awesome. It allows us to come together as the unit, the MCX, and also to highlight great local music.
Well, because there's like a community around here, you know what I mean? And like you say hi to the same people every day for like 4 or 5 years. So it's good to see some people I haven't seen in a while.
It's 12 hours, so there's 12 bands. And there's a couple Monmouth students. There's people from outside of Monmouth, girls, boys, groups, acoustic, plugged in, literally anything for anybody that wants to hear it.
Most importantly, we want to get bands out there that might not get as much promotion. So we want to give them as much promotion as we can without them having to pay for it, because we are a college station and we're modern rock with an edge.
Embrace and love local music.
Reporting from WMCX radio station, I'm Alex Apollonia for Hawk TV News.
Thanks, Alex. The School of Nursing and Health Studies is holding a new program for its students starting in March. Nursing students will be able to attend a 12-hour Spanish for Health Professionals course. Students will expand their basic Spanish conversation skills and learn procedure and clinical terminology, cultural competency, and conduct mock medical history interviews. The presenter of the program is Dr. Sevilla Vigdo from Peru, who received his degree from the Complutense University of Madrid Medical School in Spain. Vigdo currently works as chief of the surgical endoscopy units at Monmouth Medical. The course costs $225, including dinner.
A small group of students and faculty have been given the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Unsung Hero Award. The 2014 recipients include Professor of Nursing Laura Kelly, student Thomas Buford, and Adam Lowy, the Executive Director for Move for Hunger. An award ceremony was held on January 28th in the Rebecca Stafford Student Center. The keynote speaker was delivered by activist Theodore Smiley Lacey. Lacey's mother was a friend of famous activist Rosa Parks, and her father helped recruit Dr. King as a pastor in Montgomery, Alabama. The Unsung Hero Award recognizes those who represent the ideas of Dr. King in keeping the dream alive.
Now for the latest Greek life news, we go to Patrick Swisher and Megan Van Tyne.
Thanks, guys. I'm Patrick Swisher here with Megan Van Tyne, and we would like to welcome you to Greek Gossip. We are here to fill you in on what's been going on with Greek life in the past few weeks here at Monmouth University. To start us off, here's Megan.
Thanks, Pat. The Ultimate Monmouth Match took place on February 11th at 10 p.m. in Pollock Theater, and it was a great turnout for Alpha Omicron Pi. The event in total raised over $2,000 for their philanthropy, the Arthritis Foundation. We'd like to give a shout out to Michelle Brady and Katarina Neer, the winners of the competition and Monmouth's Ultimate Match. These two lovely ladies of Phi Sigma Sigma were very excited to win the title, as well as the great prizes that came along with it.
Also, we would like to congratulate Hawk TV's very own Courtney Carr on her first place win in Phi Kappa Psi's Monmouth's Got Talent. That was a great show to see, as well as raising $2,227 once again for a great cause.
As for the latest news on our newest fraternity on campus, Delta Tau Delta has passed their 30 new member mark. They're undergoing one more week of the expansion process, so go and stop by their table at the Student Center if you're interested in becoming a founding father. The men have done lots to get involved so far, such as attending Greek events, visiting chapter meetings, and even holding their own service event, helping out at the Jersey Shore Dream Center in Asbury Park. The Delta are making big moves so far, and there is so much more to come.
Last, in Greek event news, Dancing with the Teaks was incredibly successful. The men raised $2,794 in total. 80% of that went to St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and the other 20% went to a brother of Tau Kappa Epsilon who recently passed away from Rowan University. That was a last-minute decision by the service chairs of our chapter here that made a great impact on the entire Teak chapter at Rowan.
It has also just recently been confirmed that the Greeks will have their own building on the residential side of campus. Willow Hall, beginning next fall, will house only Greeks. The head RA will be Chris Kelly. These 3 floors of suite-style living will be a great opportunity for Greek campus residents.
That's all we have here for today. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you for more Greek gossip. Now, back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, guys. We will now take a short break, but stay tuned for more Hawk TV News.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. "5 seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going."
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday. Yeah. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday. healthy children eat well and move a lot. And move a lot. And move a lot. Eat well and move a lot.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day.
Skip a rope Saturday, freeze tag Friday, tap dance Thursday.
Whole grains Wednesday, try to veggie Tuesday. Let's move Monday, split the sweet Sunday.
Eat well and move a lot.
Today is Saturday. Today is Saturday.
All the healthy children, all the healthy children.
Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Welcome back to Hawk TV News. Asbury Park Mayor Myra Campbell is starting 2 programs to help lower the number of deaths and diseases associated with the increase of heroin use. Campbell's first call to action is to provide local firefighters and police officers with naloxone, which counteracts overdoses. The second program is going to be run by Visiting Nurses Association. Mayor Campbell created these programs in hopes that it will lower the usage and overdose of heroin and opiate. Last year in Ocean and Monmouth County, there was a record high of 200 opiate overdoses, and deaths.
That 70s show co-stars Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are officially engaged. Kunis was seen with a huge diamond ring on her finger while shopping with her mother on February 27th. The couple was rumored to have started dating in 2012, and sources say they are inseparable. They have been seen traveling the world together and going on lavish vacations. This will be Mila's first marriage and Ashton's second after being married to actress Demi Moore for 7 years.
We now go to Nash Wiener with more TV Talk. Nash?
Hello and welcome to another week of TV Talk, where I talk about all that's happening in the television world. Now let's take a look at last week's Nielsen ratings. The number 1 and 2 spots went to the Oscars and Oscars Red Carpet Show. With Ellen DeGeneres as host, the Oscars really went on without a flaw. And the only problem was that the Oscars ran over time. Topping out at 3.5 hours, the Oscars were very long, but they were very entertaining, and Ellen definitely set the bar very high. And then coming up on the 3rd spot of the Nielsen ratings was The Big Bang Theory, which in its 7th season is still coming with huge ratings. Even though people and critics feel the quality of the show has dropped, the story of a bunch of nerds living together with the popular non-nerdy neighbor makes for a great comedy and is a definite watch. And the premiere of Season 6 of The Voice premiered on February 26th with coaches Adam Levine, Blake Shelton, Shakira, and Usher, and Carson Daly back as host. The Voice, which revolutionized the whole singing competition format. And everyone thought that since American Idol was dying out, that singing competitions were over. But The Voice's unique way of using coaches instead of judges and their very unique blind auditions, it is hard that anyone will not enjoy The Voice. And the biggest show ending this year has to be CBS's How I Met Your Mother, which is in its final season and will show the last episode at the end of March. And it's definitely a show worth checking out. It has a great balance between comedy and drama, and you really get into the story. And lastly, there's one show I want to tell you about, the show that I think is going to become big. NBC's new show, About a Boy, premiered and has great ratings and reviews. So tune into NBC Tuesdays at 9 for About a Boy. So that's all I got for TV Talk. Make sure you tune into Hawk TV News for every week for TV Talk. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Nash. For more entertainment news, we now go to Alex Apollonia with the latest Broadway buzz. Alex?
Hello everyone and welcome back to another exciting week of fun-filled theatrical events. So let's start off with Monmouth University's spring musical Little Shop of Horrors. It's a story of a hapless florist shop worker who raises a plant from outer space that feeds on human blood. This musical has humorous characters, dancing, and singing. I mean, a musical about a talking plant, it can't get much better than that. Little Shop of Horrors opens March 5th and runs until March 13th. So come support the arts
starts on campus as it opens this week at the Lauren K. Woods Theater at Monmouth University. Heading over to the Great White Way, I did promise you something magical. Disney's bold new musical Aladdin is hitting the Broadway stage. With just one rub of a magic lamp, Aladdin's journey sweeps you into an exotic world full of daring adventure, classic comedy, and timeless romance. It's an unforgettable experience that includes all the cherished songs from the Academy Award-winning score and more, written especially for Broadway. So come take a magic carpet ride with Aladdin. It is currently in previews at the New Amsterdam Theater. Another killer show is Bullets Over Broadway. It's a new musical adaptation of Woody Allen and Douglas McGrath's comedy. It tells the story of an aspiring young playwright who is forced to cast a mobster's talentless girlfriend in his latest drama in order to get it produced. It features music from the 1920s and a new book written by Woody Allen. This musical includes famous actors such as Zach Braff from the TV hit show Scrubs, Vincent Pastore from The Sopranos, and so many more. This musical opens for previews this week at the St. James Theater. Well, that's all I have this week for your latest Broadway buzz. See you next time for the latest updates from the Hawk's Nest to the Great White Way. Back to you guys at the desk.
Boeing will soon be releasing a self-destructing smartphone. According to the company, the phone will not explode upon self-destruction. It is simply designed to encrypt data and to erase that data if it's tampered with. The company hasn't released other details about it besides calling it Boeing Black. The smartphone will not be available to consumers. Boeing has stated that the phone is designed for defense and security customers. Boeing Black is anticipated to be unveiled by the summer.
The Food and Drug Administration received concern about the approval of a new prescription pain relief medicine, Zohydro. The medication is in question and is said to have high doses of hydrocodone, which could possibly cause users to become addicted to the medicine. Since the drug was approved last fall, several doctors and government officials have been trying to persuade the administration to take it off the market. The main concerns involve the possibility of abuse in addition to the strength of the medication, as has been compared to other strong painkillers such as oxycodone. However, the FDA is confident that the drug will not increase the current prescription drug overdose epidemic in this country. Zohydro is scheduled to be available to patients starting this month.
We will now take another short break, but stay tuned for your Monmouth Sports Update.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Call or visit fatherhood.gov to learn more.
In 1977, in Johannesburg, South Africa, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. By the age of 9, he was already outplaying him. The odds of this gentle lad winning the Junior World Golf Championships at the age of 14, 1 in 16 million. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the Open Championship once and the US Open Championship twice, 1 in 780 million. The odds of this professional golfer having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. Ernie Els encourages you to learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Early diagnosis can make a lifetime of difference.
For those dealing with the daily struggles of caring for a loved one, we hear you. That's why AARP created a community with experts and other caregivers to help us better care for ourselves and the ones we love.
Welcome back to Hawk TV News. The New York Knicks continue to make headlines for all the wrong reasons. On February 25th, point guard Raymond Felton was arrested by police on multiple gun charges stemming from an argument with his soon-to-be ex-wife. Felton was charged with second and third degree criminal possession of a firearm and fourth degree possession of a firearm. The first two charges are felonies, while the latter is a misdemeanor. The NBA has announced they are monitoring the situation.
On February 28th, the New York Rangers and star defenseman Dan Girardi agreed on a contract extension. The deal is worth $33 million over 6 years, and the 29-year-old would have been an unrestricted free agent at the season's end. The Rangers will now turn their attention to extending captain Ryan Callahan, who is set to become a free agent after the season. We now go to my co-anchor Andrew Byrne with the latest Mama Sports. How you doing? How are the Hawks doing this week, Andrew?
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Sports Talk. The losing streak is finally over for the Monmouth women's basketball team. The Hawks routed Siena in their final game of the regular season on March 4th, 80-57, behind 15 points apiece from Mia Hopkins and Shavana Polvost. Prior to the game, seniors Shira Schacht and Polvost were honored for their 4 years of play with the team. The blue and white will now shift their attention to the upcoming MAC tournament. Monmouth enters as the number 9 seed and will play 8-seeded Niagara on March 6th. On the men's side, they ended their regular season with a disappointing effort against Siena, falling 70-54. Andrew Nicholas led all scorers with 18 points, while teammate Dion Jones added 14 points. But it wasn't enough for MU, as they've lost for the 10th time in their last 11 games. The Hawks enter the MAC tournament as the number 9 seed and will play 8-seeded Rider on March 6th. To the Diamond now, where it was a tough weekend for Monmouth against the Virginia Cavaliers, the number 1 team in the nation. MU was swept in the 3-game series, losing a combined score of 17-8. The lone bright spot for the blue and white was the play of Steve Wilgis, who collected 6 hits over the 3-game series. The Hawks have now dropped 5 straight games after opening the season with a win and stand at 1-5 on the year. They return to action on March 7th against Towson. Be sure to check out GoMUHawks.com for Hawks athletic updates and tune into the Extra Point every night at 6:30 when I and our team of experts provide the latest in Monmouth sports. Until the next time on Sports Talk, I'm Andrew Byrne.
That's all for this edition of Hawk TV News. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Cox.
And I'm Andrew Byrne. Be sure to tune in next time for another edition of Hawk TV News.